This marks the most unsettling occurrence in my experience thus far. Generally, I find solace in the familiarity of my town, but an incident has recently shattered my illusion of absolute safety. It unfolded on the most recent New Year's Eve, when my friend invited me to the festival at the beach with her and her boyfriend. Typically, I'm one to stay home, steering clear of special holiday celebrations. However, this time, I agreed to join them. The New Year's Eve festival in my town transforms the beach into a lively venue with rides, games, live bands, late-night parties, and a spectacular midnight firework display. Thousands usually attend, creating a vibrant yet crowded atmosphere. Before hanging up, my friend Jess asked me to pick them up on my way to the beach. Another friend was joining, and the plan was to gather at her unit before heading to the festival together. I assured Jess it wouldn't be an issue and got ready. By 2:00, I was prepared. Lacking a license, I sought my dad's help to transport us. He agreed, and the short drive to my friend's place, followed by another to the unit, took about 13 minutes. Haley, our friend, greeted us outside her beachside unit as the sun set. Expressing our gratitude to my dad, we went upstairs to catch up, having not seen each other for months. After spending around 10 minutes inside for refreshments and conversation, we decided it was time to head to the festival. The stroll to the beach was delightful on that warm summer night, with a refreshing breeze and the scent of cotton candy, buttered corn, and warm donuts in the air. We enjoyed the initial hours on rides, and later indulged in some beachside food. The night had been fantastic, a departure from our usual outings with parents in tow. It felt liberating. Post-dinner, we headed to the stage where live bands played, dancing for about an hour to classics like YMCA and hits from Greece. Overall, it was an immensely enjoyable time. Wanting a break, the four of us decided to return to Haley's unit for water and a moment's rest. By this point, it was around 11:00, and the pleasant warmth of the night enveloped us. As we walked back, greeting fellow revelers, the atmosphere changed. The lights diminished, and the few streetlights near Haley's unit offered minimal illumination. A disquieting stillness settled in, a sensation of being observed, which heightened as we moved away from the lively crowd. I felt this keenly. Consciously, I positioned myself between Haley and Tyler, dismissing the unease as an aftermath of the festival's noise. Meeting acquaintances along the way momentarily diverted my attention. We reached Haley's unit, exchanged greetings with her mother and her boyfriend, and grabbed water from the refrigerator. As we chatted and relaxed on the couch, the night wore on, and with at least an hour until the fireworks, we decided to head to the beach closer to midnight. We left the unit around 11:45, with plans for Haley to sleep over at my place later. Approaching the beach, a realization struck. Haley had forgotten her pain medication for her knee. Jess, while annoyed, agreed to go back for it to avoid a later trip. During the return, Haley appeared distant, her mind seemingly elsewhere. Noting her unusual silence, I inquired about her well-being, receiving a casual "of course" in response. I attributed it to the medication inconvenience and let her be, assuming a hint of annoyance. After retrieving the medication, we headed back out. This time, Jess suggested walking on the well-lit side of the road, near a playground. Halfway across, she cautioned not to look behind and urged us to walk faster. An uneasy feeling settled in. Obeying Jess's directive, we refrained from looking back, but curiosity nagged at us. When safely across, I inquired about Jess's anxiety. She revealed 3 men in black hoodies had been following us since our departure from the unit, recognized from an earlier encounter. A chill ran down my spine. The men had waited for us. Despite Jess's plea not to look again, I couldn't resist glancing sideways, confirming their pursuit. They matched our pace, hoodies zipped up and bandanas concealing their faces. It unnerved me that they chose this attire on a hot night, rendering them featureless. Jess urged us to walk faster, heightening the tension. Though tall and robust, the three of us, 18-year-old females. Couldn't ignore the vulnerability of being pursued by three unknown, intimidating figures. My occasional glances revealed their persistence, their intent to intimidate evident in their stares. Refraining from further looks, I relied on my hearing to ensure they stayed across the road. Uncomfortable with the situation, we faced a dilemma as the path led to bushes. Taking the shortcut through the brushland was our unspoken consensus, hoping to lose them on our way to the festival. Navigating through the bushes, mindful of snakes, we heard footsteps behind us. Panic set in, and we sprinted without looking back, certain they were chasing us. Reaching the park, we slowed to a jog, then a hurried walk, our panting audible. Looking over my shoulder, I spotted the men across the car park, one brandishing a metallic object. An unsettling sight. We joined the crowd on the beach for the fireworks, the men still lingering in our thoughts. As we calmed, we contemplated leaving before the fireworks ended to avoid the post-display rush. However, the fear of encountering the men led us to stay until the end, blending into the dispersing crowd. Heading to the larger car park where my dad would pick us up, we called him, expecting a 10-minute wait. Bored, I scanned the area and noticed the three men across the road, concealed in darkness. Though unable to see their eyes, their menacing presence was palpable. The taller one gestured with a knife, creating an unsettling spectacle. We moved to a different spot, remaining in the light and visible to others. When my dad arrived, we entered the car, maintaining silence about the encounter. Since then, we've encountered no further issues, yet the memory lingers, a chilling reminder of those men's ominous intentions.